It's the end of the day with Ray. Hello, my friends. Hey, in that intersection between the digital and physical world, today I have none other than Cheryl Weedmark. And Cheryl heads up IN2Communications for Rick Lambert's company. I know you know Rick Lambert. He's a great tester of the Innovation Channel supporter. And Cheryl, how are you doing this morning?
I'm doing fantastic, Ray. I have to start off by saying congratulations on your 285th show. Is that true? Did I hear that right?
Yeah, well, I've done 285 videos, and I started in March of 2018, so right at 2 years. And I looked at the end of the day with Ray episodes, and today is my 181st video. You're the 181, so that's kind of cool. I'm excited about that. Still have an audience, still getting engagement. So, you know, social media is all about engagement. I'm the guy that says quit selling online. But, you know, Cheryl, we're in this pandemic. The first question I want to ask is, how's everybody doing up there in Canada? How's the team at Sell to Win and IN2Communications?
Yeah, thanks for asking, Ray. That's really kind, and we're doing well. Very similar to our friends south of the border. We're all being, kind of cooped up and working remotely, trying to do the right thing, stay away from people, social distancing, while still managing to run the business and be there for our customers. So it's definitely an interesting time.
It is definitely unprecedented times. And, you know, I think it's really important. And I've talked about this a couple of videos, but, this digital selling that we're seeing right now is almost to the point of absurdity. And we really need to learn how to engage. And that's really the reason that I wanted to have you on today. I'm hoping that some of our friends, whether you're in the imaging channel, whether you're in the IT services space, reach out to Cheryl because she understands how to engage in the digital landscape. And we have to, I did a video yesterday and I mentioned this. Why are we wasting all this time? We still see the same people on LinkedIn in our channel. We still see the same content, pictures of copy machines. I saw one the other day, 90-day deferred payment plan. Oh, that's going to really help me in the middle of a pandemic. I don't even know what I'm going to be doing in 90 days. So can you elaborate a little bit on that and tell the community really what are we supposed to be doing right now on social media?
So I'm glad that you brought this up and that you invited me on the show. So, and we've been talking about this with our customers for a long time. And my background is, of course, marketing, and actually journalism is originally my background. And what we've been saying, and I know that you'll agree, is that right now it is crucial that with your communications, you stop selling. Everybody knows, for the most part, the product, the service that you offer. And it's really important to not push that on people because people are scared, customers are scared, and what they really want right now is they want two things. And what they're looking at businesses for is, how are you supporting me right now, me as a customer? And number two, how are you making me feel right now? So when I read your LinkedIn updates, when I read your pop-ups on your website, how does that communication make me feel as a customer? And that's really what businesses need to realize, is that's what customers are looking for right now. We actually have customers, Ray, that are in the print industry, of course, and what they've done is they've stopped talking about the services and products and they started saying, hey, how can I help you? Do you guys need prescriptions picked up? Do you need groceries delivered? Do you need your lawn care done? Let us know because we're here and we can come out and help you. And that's the kind of thing that customers are going to remember in 3 months, in 6 months, and in a year.
Well, absolutely. Most of our contracts in the print channel have, we're billing for pages. The pages aren't being produced. And when those customers go back to the office and they're going to say, well, I didn't use this thing, I'm not paying for it. But then again, if they realize, well, you know what, this company came to bat for me. I remember when they did all this shopping or whatever it is that they did, at least you brought some more value to the table. But, I got to tell you, the other thing about digital engagement, it goes both ways. I mean, there is no better time in the world to learn about the persona of your end users than to go on LinkedIn and see what they're talking about, see what they're commenting on, see what they like. It's amazing what you learn. You'll learn about their charities. You learn about what really gets them excited. You learn about stuff that turns them off. So it's a double whammy, but it's just so frustrating to me to see our friends out there just totally ignoring the space. And the ones that are on it are just, abusing it with all this selling. I saw, I guess they call themselves a marketing company, but, as an example, everybody knows in the IT sector, the question you never ask is, what keeps you up at night? And that was like, that was like their number 2 thing. Hey, call up your customers and ask them what keeps them up at night. This damn pandemic, whether I'm going to die in it or whether I'm going to go out of business, that's probably what keeps them up at night. So, we have some really stupid questionings being asked, and if they reach out to you, if dealers reach out to you, can you help them with some of these questions they might be asking? I did a video on it, suggested a few, but give me a couple. What should we be really asking these people while we're talking to them? Get them on the phone. What do we say?
Well, I think the first thing that you need to realize is that even though it is difficult to get in front of customers right now, your customers are watching you. Your customers are paying attention to what you're doing right now. And we talked about, they want to know that you're supporting them. They want to know that you're making them feel good. But what are they watching? They're watching how you communicate, and they want to see emotion. And this is something that Rick and I talked about on this marketing show this week, which is how do you show emotion? You create a video. So reading something from the CEO of a company is one thing. Text is meant to be read. Video is meant to make somebody feel something.
Absolutely.
And I would much rather want to see the CEO of an organization talk about how they're handling this situation with their employees, with their customers, than I would read about it. Because frankly, every single communication that I get in my email inbox from all of the businesses that I do business with sound the same. The text is pretty much the same. You can maybe take out the business name here and there, and you're pretty much reading the same thing 20 times over.
Well, you see some videos with Zoom and the little interviews going on, but there's a perfect opportunity for our friends in the imaging channel. What if you're the CEO of this copier business, this printer business, and you called up some of your key customers, had an interview on Zoom, and you're both in the same community, you got the same pains, but it would be interesting to have those kind of conversations. How much bonding would a dealer owner get with one of his customers by doing that? And I think it's just we can't think out of the box, or we're trying to figure out how to put a picture of a copy machine on LinkedIn and sell it for 90-day deferred payment or something.
Yeah.
So, well, hey, I want to congratulate you and Rick on this marketing show too. Great show, you guys. That's been
Thank
going.
you.
How many episodes have you done now?
Oh my goodness, we're only in 11 episodes, so we're way behind you, Ray. We still have
Hundreds.
279 to go before we can even get.
Well, that's only if I stop.
It's a fun show. We have a good time, and the thing is, we're passionate about it, and that's what I try to sort of recommend to everybody out there. Like, what is it that you're passionate about? Talk about that. Talk about that within your group, whether it be a charity that you supported for years. That would be a really good communication that I think customers would love to hear about, because it's one thing to tell the feel-good story when everything's going right in the world and we're supporting this charity and we're supporting this organization or this initiative. But what really matters is, when it matters, are you still there? Yep. Are you still supporting these charities? And customers are looking for that. And the other thing, Ray, I wanted to mention quickly is customers, myself included, are paying attention to how the businesses that they interact with are treating their employees. So we know customers come first, but even before that, you have to treat your employees respectfully. This is a very difficult time for businesses and a very difficult time for the employees that work for you as well. I'll use the example of Bath and Body Works. I might have spent a few dollars at Bath and Body Works in my lifetime. I get emails from Bath and Body Works probably at least once a day. I ignore 99% of them. Usually they're trying to tell me about some sale on some soap or some product. But the ones I did open were the ones where they discussed how they were treating their staff during all of this. And what they are doing is continuing to pay their employees as though they were working, and those that aren't, they're still being paid, and they're still supporting their employees. And for me as a customer, that tells me a lot about that organization. And I'm going to remember that in 6 months down the road as to how that organization is treating their employees. And that's the one communication, Ray, that I opened and read from start to finish.
Well, that's good. I mean, and there's a lot of those stories out there, and some of those are unrealistic for some of the folks in our channel. I mean, bottom line is we're struggling. I mean, you don't have any revenue coming in from sales, you don't have any revenue coming in from the annuities. It's a tough road to hoe. So, but those are all great things, and I look forward to watching you and Rick on this marketing show, and I really want to have you back on the end of the day with Ray. Is there anything you want to share with the audience before we end this?
No, I just want to say that, reach out if you have any questions. Rick and myself, we're both there. Rick, of course, B2B award-winning sales coach. You guys all know who he is. And him and I collaborate on a regular basis, and we're here to help. If you have any questions, regardless of whether you're a customer of ours or you just want, some support, we're definitely there. So connect with us on LinkedIn or Facebook or any of those channels, and you can find our show, This Marketing Show, on YouTube.
Well, that's great, Cheryl. It's great to have you on. I'm going to end this like I always do, but before I do, will you all get on LinkedIn? Would you all get digitized? Because we all know this, status quo is the killer of all. It'll be invented. Don't get stuck in status quo, and we'll see you all tomorrow.